Were you surprised by the start you made? It's a bit of a slow start. You couldn't be very happy with that.
No, it was a really disappointing start. You know, we had a ex-club legend come in and speak to us before the game, and Jason Smith, you know, Kings captain and championship winner and dual Olympian and all the rest of it. So to come out like that, I was really disappointed. I didn't think we had the energy at all. But I guess when you look at the positives, is we were able to overcome a 15-point deficit and to be able to get some stops, and then we started to gain energy from our defence.
I mean, that timeout that you called, I think, when you were down by 15, which then preceded the 19-0 run, I looked over at you and you didn't even look angry, and I was wondering what was going through your mind and what you were saying to them. I thought you might be tearing shreds off them because of the slow start, but you seemed very puzzled or perplexed. What were you saying to them during that time out?
Oh, straight at that time out, you know, I put my hands in the air and I said, you know, this is it. You're either in it and we're going to, you know, have a chance to make the playoffs, or we're done. Like, you can't go down like this. I'm not going to go down. It's the last time I'm going to say it. But if you don't invest in it, if you don't, you know, have a crack, then I'm just going to bring other people in. And, you know, I felt like from that time, guys did. They played with the energy that we should have from the start. And that's a disappointing thing, is that, you know, at stages we bring it, and other stages we don't.
It was chalk and cheese, but you must have been very happy with the response. I mean, surely even you wouldn't have predicted what would have happened after that time out.
Oh, I mean, you've been around for a long time. You've seen a lot of different scenarios, and, you know, a 15-point deficit certainly can be eaten into, like we showed, but without the right attitude, it can't be. And when you do change attitude, we're capable of doing anything. We can beat any team. But it's very difficult at stages to be able to get every individual to be able to buy in and have the desire and the toughness that it takes for 40 minutes. That's a difficult challenge at stages with our team. And, you know, if we do, then, you know, we can do anything.
I've got to ask you about Jesse Sanders. What were your thoughts on his quite remarkable performance today?
Yeah, well, I mean, the first, has he been back 3 games before today? And I sat down with him yesterday and I said, mate, you know, his whole game, he had 1 assist and 3 turnovers and, you know, 1 from 7 from the field in New Zealand. And, you know, he's carried the weight on his shoulders because he's come back thinking he has to score. I said, it's not your game. What you do is you rebound, you play defence, you get other people open. You've got to get other people into the game. And then when it's your turn to get a shot, you've already done all of those things, and then you can be relaxed about your shot. And you know that it's going to go in because you've already ticked all the other boxes. And, you know, Jesse helps our team in so many different ways. And when he did that tonight, I mean, 8 assists, 10 rebounds, then you know, all the other things that he brings to the table, then when he takes his shot, he can be relaxed. And he was relaxed. And he made some really good shots and some good decisions. And he was a really key part of our victory.
Shane was talking about the slow start, you know, and how it was kind of surprised at it, and how, you know, slowly the guys came out. And you know, Brisbane commented on our call that just the energy level wasn't there. I mean, considering the circumstances and what you were playing for, were you surprised at that, first of all?
Yeah, I mean, I thought that we definitely had to come out a little bit harder than that, and we'll learn from that. But a big turning point was came out of a timeout, and you know, Shane questioned, you know, our effort levels and everything, and then Sam grabbed us all in and, you know, said that we needed to pick it up defensively, and I think that was huge for us. It's the first time he's really, you know, communicated like that with us, and then everyone was like, yeah, let's go. So I think when he really buys in like that, it's so great for us. And just talking to him after the game and just saying how great he played on defence, and you could see it, that he's really, you know, wants to win and wants to make the playoffs, and then we all feed off that, especially at the top of the zone like that. There's not many other teams that have that kind of weapon on the defensive end. So, you know, we can utilise that now in our zone, and everyone else chipped in, and then, you know, the energy picked up and we started playing great.
You understand, obviously, that coming out with that kind of lack of energy next, particularly Friday, because you know what you're getting into, because they all along in the sandpit, you know, that's the grand final. But are you confident that you can take the momentum of what you did after that initial, you know, 14, when you were down 15, to what you've then done for probably the next 3 quarters, and take that in and play for 40 minutes?
Yeah, I think that's a great talking point for us at the start of the game is, you know, when we really switched it on, what did we do? What did we talk about? What did we commit to in the timeout and then the huddle after? and let's just start from there instead of, you know, waiting for Shane to rev us up or waiting for someone to, you know, say, let's go, boys. So I think, we have to come out next week. We know if we lose, we're done. So, all the chips are on the table, and I think that we'll play great next week.
Obviously, a big night for you offensively, but it just seemed like, you know, you had a great combination, great understanding with Jesse. He was looking for you. Bruce commented a few times, you know, particularly on the trail.
Yeah.
You hit some threes, you know, pulling up when Jesse was looking for you the whole way. And did you feel like it's been difficult, obviously, him coming back into the lineup so late? But did you feel like you had a really good combination with him?
Yeah, he played really poised, and I think, he's such a smart player as well. So he knew that, whoever it was, if it was Harves that had a hot hand, or Sam, or, AJ down low, we always try and feed off them. And I was lucky enough to hit a couple of shots, and then, he really played with a lot of poise and made some great handoffs to me, and then screens. I thought the whole team screened really well. We passed really well, and at times when we needed a score, especially in the fourth, we went to AJ and Tommy and our bigs, and we really just played, I think, a lot smarter game all round, and people just knew that, what we needed to do at the right times, and great play calls and all that fed into it. So I think, it's a good sign for us going into, a big game next week.
I guess one of the alarming things would have been the two rebounds in the first quarter. I guess would that be something that would be addressed throughout the week heading into the game against Wollongong?
It's addressed every week. It's addressed every time out. It's addressed every quarter.
And I guess next week's game against Wollongong, obviously season's on the line based on the scenarios and whatnot. What would we be looking to work on throughout this week to adjust and prepare for the Hawks?
Obviously, we've got to do a much better job on Rodney Clark. He had 39 points against us last time, so we have to make some adjustments, and we've got to buy into what our rules are, and we've got to be able to execute it. They're a really good team. They're well coached, tough down there, but we've beaten them down there before. So this is a game that we know that we're more than capable of being able to get done. And to be honest, if we can't go and win down there, you don't deserve to play playoff basketball anyway. It's a great challenge for us, and look forward to it.
Yeah, and what kind of attitude is the team taking not just into this game, but these up two coming games as well, knowing that you basically have to win at least 2 out of 3 to make the playoffs?
Well, we've only got 2 games left, mate.
Yeah.
So we have to win on Friday.
Yeah.
There is no other games after that matter after that if we don't win.
Yeah.
So Saturday will be a dead rubber if we don't win on Friday. So, as Ben said before, the chips are on the table. You've got to go and make it happen. You can't be scared to lose. You've got to go take a win, and it's the way it is. It's a good scenario for us to be in.